Let's go. Welcome back. Friday night. Hope you're lovely. Friday night. I've got a chessboard. Macro is not randomized. We are back to standard chess. Or sticking with standard chess. Last chess content was standard chess. So let's go. Normally, I like to alternate between standard chess and chess 960, but I've been playing absolutely terrible in 960 tonight. 1 win and 9 losses. I just gave up. Here we are back to standard chess. Opponent goes after the fish. I'm going to do this maneuver. Expecting this and this. No, just develops the knight. Going after this pawn. Pawn is loose. I'm going to slide the rook over. Also defend this way. But maybe reserving pushing the pawn 2 squares. Yeah, just here. And if this. Okay, preemptively, I'm going to drop this bishop back. Bishop wants to come to this cubbyhole created by pushing the c3 pawn. Bishop wants to come to the c2 square. Okay, prophylactic move, keeping the bishop from pinning the knights. Bishop may just develop here. No, one lashes out, creating a weak backward pawn. I have some inactive pieces. I'd love to play chess. Can I lash out? Pawn takes, knight takes. Yeah, just playing here and pre-moving this way. Let's go. Despite the yapping, up on time. And pre-moving here, pawn takes, knight takes. Actually, you can take with the queen. But no, opponent brings the knight in. Where's this knight going? What is this knight targeting? I don't see what the knight is targeting. Well, the knight does defend here, though. If pawn takes, knight can take. Knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, rook takes. I don't want the queens off the board. Considering pushing past here and making the knight feel a little silly, or just kick the knight immediately. Kicking the knight immediately, though, does maybe make the bishop trappable. You can't trap it immediately. You can't trap it immediately because bishop takes. Instead of all of that, I'm going to defend here a second time. If this, knight goes back. Yeah, bishop's coming here. Always wanted to come to. Pawn takes. Probably knight takes. Suddenly I'm down on time, about 35 seconds. I still have a good chunk of time to work with. My rook is probably my least inactive piece. Always look to improve your least active piece. I'm going to pin this knight, maybe even coordinating. Oops, bring the queen here. Don't have time for that. When it kicks the bishop immediately, dropping the bishop back, adding a defender here, but still this idea of coordinating with the bishop, trade off the bishop if possible. Now knight's going to come back here in anticipation for this move. Bishop, knight comes in. I'm going to drop this bishop back. I do like my bishop. Defending this pawn as well. Knight's going to get kicked. Knight is not welcome to stay here much longer. Meanwhile, time is about even. Lovely. Friday night. Knight goes back. Yeah, kicking the knight. Where's knight going? Coming back here. No, opponent ignores that. What? Ignores that. Going after my knight. If I grab here, knight takes. Hmm. Yeah, I'm okay with that because knight takes. Queen takes. There's no checking. Pick up the queen. The bishop is blunted on this diagonal. The rook's gonna get the semi-open b file to work with. This pawn should be loose and I should be able to pick it up. Can I go after it immediately? No. Activating the knights. Bishop, no, that don't like that either. I think just activating the rook, going after this pawn. I'm just gonna push this pawn. Play b6 here. Do I increase the pressure here? Okay, no, the queen is loose. Of course, I can bring the rook over. Queen takes, rook takes. But I'd rather not. I'd rather keep the queens on the board. Dropping the queen back all the way here. X-raying the king on the g-file. At the right time, this h4 could be useful. Not immediately. Okay. I play here. I can play here. Pawn takes, bishop takes, pre-moving here. I would love to chip away at this on this g-file, removing this pawn, closing the king. Pawn is up about 20 seconds. I want my opponent to take here. We're gonna play here and pre-move here. Pawn takes, queen takes, still defending this twice. Of course, if you push past, probably queen takes is better. Maybe knight takes. Okay, getting that pre-move in here, still defending here twice. Time is drawing closer to even again. Pushing this pawn, I think, good. I don't have a lot of time. This light square bishop is a bit terrible, though. Probably good to trade off these bishops. But then queen comes in, eyeing this pawn. I have to do something with this bishop. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Check him if you got him. Here, I can just bring the bishop here, can't I? Defended by the queen. Everything's defended. What? My opponent missed the queen's go laterally. Removing here. But no, my opponent can't afford it. I'm just going to bring a rook over. But going after the queen. Queen steps over. Buying this twice. I needed a win because, yeah, like I said, my chess 960 rating is tanked tonight. 1 win, 9 losses, and 960 tonight. Okay, king defends. Bishop's loose. Got the bishop. That goes back. I have this threat, pushing this pawn, revealing this check on the king. Check him if you got him. King's got to go back. There's a check here. Yeah, let's bring the knight in, hitting us 3 times. Yeah, check him if you got him. This is loose. Check. Or, sorry, not check, but grabbing the rook. Removing here. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time.